Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Spider, and welcome back to another review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Generations Deluxe Orion Pax. Now, this is typically where I take the time to look at the packaging, but I don't have any more, so... Spray bottle! It done run out empty. Oh well. Now, while I don't have the packaging anymore, I do still have the instructions. And they're pretty big, because there's a poster on there, so we're going to take a look at that, but I gotta raise up the camera in order to do that, so let's raise it up here, and with the poster in the background, and take a look at this picture. Yeah, no, I guess this is focusing on it, there you go. You got a nice old picture, black and white picture of Orion Pax. It's pretty cool. You got some words there if you want to read that. Transformers Generations. Yeah. So we'll just set these to the side, and I will bring these back because there's something about them I want to talk about, but we'll get to that a little later. Now let's get the camera back down here. Take a look at the figure itself. Now, before we do that, I do want to mention one other thing. This figure originally came with a comic. Yeah, it was back. This is one of those figures that came with the comic. I just said the same thing twice. Brain not working. Okay, so yeah, originally he came with a comic, and well, I don't have it anymore. Mainly because I got this guy off of eBay. I didn't get him brand new, and for some reason the ones with the comic were like way more expensive than the ones without. So I'm like, well, screw that. I'll just get one that doesn't have it. So I got him. But if you want to read the comic, I found a dub of it here on YouTube, so I can link that down in the description. You can go hear that for yourself. I almost said read, but it's here because it's a dub. But whatever. I'm bumping the camera. All right. So now on to the review. Finally. So here we have Orion Pax in his vehicle mode, and this is the design from that comic I mentioned earlier. Or at least it's close to it. There are a couple things that are different. I don't exactly remember all the differences, but there are a few things that are a little different from the toy to the comic, but that's fine. You know, it's basically the same thing. But enough dilly-dallying, on to the car. So we got the front of the car. You stay focused. You got some yellow headlights. Got some nice silver. You got blue. Got the windshield, you got an Autobot symbol in there. It's cool. Got some more yellow up here. And some of the yellow's kind of fading a little bit. A lot of the paint on this figure is kind of fading. Some of the paint work on this guy is kind of, yeah. Inside, got some nice silver bits. At the top, you got these things at the back, at the side. Also, one random interesting thing to note that I noticed: the hubcaps are different. They're different design. Hey. So yeah, I just randomly noticed that, so I thought I'd point it out. Bottom of the vehicle. Not too bad. Kind of gappy in the front, but whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. Now, he does come with a couple of accessories. He's got his, he's got these two. He's got, I messed it all up. Whatever. He's got a gun and axe. So we got his rifle here. It's a stubbier version of his iconic rifle, which honestly doesn't look that bad. Kind of like it. Oof. You got the inside of the barrel. You can't really see it. And you have his axe, which I'm actually not too big of a fan of, because to me, it doesn't look like an axe. It looks more like a half-eaten lollipop. Am I the only one who sees that? It doesn't really look that battle axy. Just, I don't know. Maybe it's the color or something. I don't know. But whatever. Yeah, good, nice look at it. So yeah, those are weapons. And you can take the weapons and store them on the vehicle mode. And it looks completely ridiculous. Yeah, it's not great. Because, I mean, it's always going to look silly, but at least when you have, like, two of the same weapon, it's at least symmetrical. But with this, it's like, one side you got a big old blaster, and the other you got a, I don't know, at this point, it's more like a javelin than anything. It doesn't look great. But you can, there's a little hole in the axe, so you can plug the rifle in like that, and then you can plug that on the side, and that doesn't really look that much better. So we'll just set those to the side. And we shall take a look at nothing else, because we already covered everything in the vehicle mode. So instead, size comparison time. So here's with a Lego minifigure. Here's the pack construction minifigure Mothra. Here's with a pack construction minifigure Godzilla. And here he is with the previous review, the 2007 movie leader Optimus Prime, which can't even fit in the screen right now. So yeah, there's that comparison for you. Now, measuring time. So the vehicle mode is about 4.5 inches long, and however tall that is. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So yeah, it's a okay size deluxe figure. Yeah, not too big, but not too small. Decent vehicle mode, but now we have to get to the robot mode. So we are going to transform it. Now, right before we get to the transformation, I want to bring back the instructions, because the instructions are wrong. Yeah, they don't tell you the correct way to transform the figure. Now, it's not like they forgot a step. That can be a little somewhat forgiven. But no, they don't just forget a step. They straight up tell you to do it wrong. Like, hang on, let me find this step. Okay. It's this step right here. It tells you to rotate at the thighs, right? Wrong. You rotate it at the waist. But it tells you to like, that's clearly telling you to turn the legs. That's not telling you to turn the waist. That says do the legs. And it's on both sides. It tells you to do that one way, because one cool thing about it is it tells you how to get from robot mode to car mode to car mode to robot mode. So that's nice. Except it's still wrong on both ways, because it tells you to do the exact same thing here. But that's not what you do. So those instructions are awful. Now, on to transformation. Sorry, I just had to go off on the instructions a little bit, because how are you gonna... Never mind, moving on. Alright, so raise up the camera a little bit. It's about to gain some height. Okay, so first up, you want to take this front and pull that up like that. And you want it... This part's a little tricky. Never liked that part. I always feel like I'm going to break something. But you split the front. Hey. You split the front. You split the front. Can't speak. Make sure these are sticking up all the way. Move those. And you come back here. You want to take the arms and unpeg them. Hey. right? And you want to take these, fold them down, and that is going to plug into that. Oh, you want to start folding it first because it gets in the way. Then you can plug it in. And there's some pretty nice detail going in right there. Which I don't know why they put there, because when you fold that up, it covers pretty much all of it. So that was kind of weird. It was nice, but it's kind of weird. I guess it does show through, but anyways, do the same on the other side. You want to split the legs, fold that up. You want to come back here, fold down the foot like that, rotate it around. Yeah. Like so. Yeah, since we're at the waist already, you want to rotate at the waist, not rotate the thighs, because if you rotate the thighs, it doesn't, like, the thigh bit bumps into that, so it won't line up properly. Oh, that's so frustrating. That tells you to do it completely wrong. At least all the other steps are fine, but that one just, it's very aggravating. Anyways, so over here, you want to take these, fold those out, fold those all the way in the back, and you want to, don't stab it, you want to stab it. You're not doing that yet. You want to unclip it, which, oh yeah, that's another thing. Dang, there's not much space here, but when you are folding this piece down, you want to fold it until there's a click, because if you don't get that click, the windshield piece is going to stick up too far in vehicle mode. So yeah, always do the click when you're getting to kart mode. But robot mode, you want to unclick and just, you can't fold these down, can't fold it down all the way yet, because you want to bring the arms out and bring them forward. So you just want to bring it out, bring it forward, and then you'll just hook into that little tab right there. You want to bring the arms down, rotate them, and get them in the right position. Yeah, your arms kind of come on tab a little easy, but whatever. And then you want to come to the wrists, and there's a little tab right there. You can hit that and flip out the wrist, which is kind of cool. Usually you just have to like kind of get in there and try and get it out, but nah, just get that little tab. I like that. I like that they did that. On both sides. And now the dramatic reveal, the head. So you want to take this, fold that up, keep folding it, and it will eventually click into place. And now we have Orion Pax in his robot mode. Quite nice, quite nice. Now, for articulation, does he have a, yes, he has a ball joint. I'm gonna raise the camera up actually a little bit. There. He has a, whoops, hang on, you're not focused. There you go, now you're focused. He has a ball joint at the head. Tilt a little bit. Can't really, you can look up a little bit, but you can't really look down all that much. Camera focus, thank you. He can look around though, so that's nice. At the shoulders, he can do one of those and go that far out. He's got a bicep swivel rotation. I couldn't think of the word. And for the elbow, he actually has ratcheted elbows. I think that's a ratchet. I don't know why he has ratcheted elbows, but he does. But unfortunately, only gets about 90 degrees bend, which is unfortunate. Now the wrists are kind of cool because he's got in and out, but they also give him a rotation, so you can get, just get a little bit more out of it. I like that. I like that it's not just a solid piece, that there actually is rotation there. Quite nice. Now at the waist, there is rotation. Pretty tight too, after all this time. Because again, this was used when I got it, and I've messed around with it, and it's still pretty secure, so that's nice. He has ball joints at the thighs. Go that far forward. There isn't a whole lot. You can go that far back. Can he do the splits? Kind of. His rotation. Oops. Stay together. This has a tendency to kind of pop off because it doesn't click into place, at least not anywhere that I can tell. So it just kind of sits there, but it doesn't tab in any way. So it just, yeah, that's kind of annoying, but whatever. So yeah, rotation at the thigh, and he has a bend at the knee, a little over 90 degrees of bend. Yeah, knees are pretty stiff too. And then he has ball joints at the ankles. You can rotate, go up, go down, and also he's got, you know, he's got that as well. So got some pretty articulated ankles. So yeah, he's decently articulated, if I do say so myself, but enough of the details. Now, hang on, let me get him all situated here. His legs are uneven. Trying to get him those. It doesn't matter. On to the details. So we get a nice look. Hey, focus. Thank you. You get a nice look at his face. It's nice Orion Paxy looking face. Very nice. Again, just as the windshield, so it's got the Autobot symbol. It's got the yellow highlights, headlights, whatever. And he actually does have light piping, but he has the weird kind of light piping. If you don't know what I mean that he has light piping, but for some reason they also decided to paint over his eyes. So it gets kind of like, I guess they're trying to go for a glow effect. But it kind of works, but it's also kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It doesn't look bad, but I think it probably would have just been simpler to just, you know, leave him with just the light piping. But nah, whatever. Maybe that's just my opinion. It is my opinion, but you know, maybe I'm the one who has that. Maybe everyone else likes that kind of light piping. I don't know. Anyways, he has arms now. He's got red. He's got some yellow on there. Those are kind of fading, but yeah, it's still kind of there. He got some nice blue hands. His chest, which silver is also pretty. Those are kind of fading on that. Like I said, the paint is not lasting very long. It's not very long lasting on this guy. You got some yellow thingies. You got what was once silver on his thighs, but again, also kind of wore off. You got his legs. You got his foots, and it's got like some, I guess, thruster thingies on the bottom. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I don't know nothing. You got his back, which I do kind of like his back. I like that he's got these are coming off of his back. You don't see that too often. Usually the wheels are like on the arms or on the legs or in the body. You don't typically see them on the back. Like you see door wings, like those are pretty common, but you don't see wheel wings too often. Kind of like it. At least I don't see them too often. Who knows? Maybe I'm just blind and they happen more often than I think they do. But whatever. Whoops. I'm trying to keep the screen bright so you can see it, but keep messing things up. But yeah. That's what we got for Orion Pax. Now, to bring back his weapons. So again, get the rifle. Focus. Yeah, you got the rifle. Plug that into his hand. You can get some blasting action going on. Or it can, oops. Or it can two-handed, but Optimus usually just one-hands his his rifle, doesn't he? Yeah. Which leaves his other hand open for a battle axe. Plug that in. And it's kind of loose here, but then it just slides in because this part is a little thicker. So now he's all armed up and ready for battle. Yeah. However, if you don't want him armed up and you want the weapons to go somewhere during the robot mode, you can't really put him anywhere. Yeah, there's no peg on his back or anything. Like, you can't, like, take this and, like, plug it into his butt or anything. Like, there's no real place to put this, which is kind of disappointing. Place it would be if I didn't discover this neat little thing. See, he's got his little back wheel thingies here. Well, if you nudge the axe in between them, it just kind of sits there. Yeah, it's pretty secure too, unless you like put it completely upside down and then it comes out. But if you just put it in like that, it stays there pretty good, and it's in proper position for him to like lean up or lean back and like grab. Oops, it came out. Hang on. Work for me. Work. Come on. Ah, dang it. Hang on a second. Okay, I got it. So, you can have him reaching back and grabbing his axe. He's in the perfect position for him to grab it, which is cool. You can have him grabbing his axe and wielding his blaster while he's grabbing the axe. You can get some of that action going on. That's pretty cool. Now, I don't think that was on purpose. I think that's just a happy little accident, because I don't see anything about that in the instructions, and I typically don't see a lot of other people doing that. So yeah, I think that's just something that happened on accident, but is pretty cool. Put it back on there. Oops. Sometimes it works. It works most of the time. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty happy I was able to find a way to make that work, because otherwise, like, there really is nowhere to put the weapons on him except for just in his hand like that, which, okay, arguably that does look kind of neat, but no. Stay. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, what are we doing here? I think we're going into size comparisons. So let's go do that. To start off our size comparison part 2, here we have him with the Lego Magnifica. Now the Pack of Destruction Minifigure Mothra. And Pack of Destruction Minifigure Godzilla. And finally, here we have him with 2007 Leader Optimus. Before, after. Except not really, because two different continuities. And plus, I don't even think the movie Prime had an Orion Pax form. Which, yeah, if you don't know, Orion Pax is Optimus Prime. It's like a younger version of him. Come on. Come on. Get on there. There you go. Alright. Move the camera a little bit there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this review. Like I said, the comic that came with this guy, if you want to hear that, not read it, I have, there's a random video I found of someone reading it in the description below. Or not, they're not reading it, they're doing a dub of it, which is actually kind of cool. And what else was I going to say? Hang on, I got a little note here, so let me look at it, see if I'm not forgetting anything that I wanted to mention. Ah, yes, that's what I wanted to mention. If you like this figure, but you're not a big fan of the paint work, there actually is a Takara repaint of this figure. And there's quite a few differences. The red and blue, I did that opposite. The red and blue is a bit more metallic looking. His chest windshield is blue instead of just clear. And the color of the battle axe is much closer to how it looked in the original cartoon. I think that's all the differences in the paint on the Takara version. I think. I don't know. I've never actually had it in hand. I'm just looking at pictures, so that's all the differences I could tell offhand. And if you want to see me unbox this guy, I actually have that also linked in the description below. Which reminds me, in that video, I was supposed to tell you, I opened 3 figures in that video, and I mentioned how I was just originally looking for one of them, and I just happened to stumble upon the other 2 at really good prices. But I never said which was the original one I was looking for. It was him. Orion was the original figure I was looking for. Now, I believe that is all I wanted to say. Let me do one quick look over on my note thingy here. Yep, I think that's it. Oh, wait, nope, I forgot. Measuring time part 2. A little over 5 inches. Okay, now I think that's everything. So yeah, overall, he's a pretty decent figure. I like him. I definitely do. I mean, he's one of the very few Orion Pax figures that we have, and one of the even fewer original Orion Pax figures that we have. Because usually, Orion Pax is just a repaint of Cup. I don't know why they always do that. Heck, even the original G1 Orion Pax was just a repaint of Cup, which I think is kind of weird. But this is a completely original figure. I don't believe it's a repaint or slight remold of anybody, which I think there's only 2 Orion Pax figures that are just completely original. I think all the others are just repaint remolds of Cup. I could be wrong on that, but I think I'm right. I think. Anyways, I've been rambling long enough. That's it for this review. Hope you enjoyed. See you later. Sayonara. Bye.